Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna introduce you to my solo build. We'll walk through the perks, the spells, and also the gear. I'll show you what to buy, what perks to take, and what spell to use, and I'll try to explain you why. If you got any question, let me know in the comments. So before we dive right into it, let me introduce myself. I've been playing Wizard for my entire life, so almost like 3,000 hours now. I've played mostly solo Wizard, so all the issues you face in solo, I've probably faced them too, and I found like a solution and a fix to them. As you can see, over 3 seasons, I've played over 1,000. I've played over like 700 games solo in Goblin Cave. I got like 1,000 kills and only 17 8th death. To put it into a picture, that's like a 14 KD almost and 90% extraction rate. So I've got a pretty clear ideas and how to play Wizard as a solo. So for the perk, the first perk you wanna take is Staff Mastery. Staff Mastery is gonna help you clear PvE and also against rogue. How I use it is really simple. Is when I walk into like a new room, I always have my staff out if I get landmined by a rogue or panther. However, if you're facing another class than rogue and panther, you shouldn't be using the staff because the book casts faster and has a less move speed penalty. The book is only -10 move speed and the staff is -20 move speed. The book also casts faster. So remember, staff is for PvE, rogue and panther. That's it. Then you wanna get Sage. Sage to get more knowledge so you cast faster. So why do we want Sage? It's because this build is not a Bonk build. You don't go melee. Bonk Wizard is decent overall, but at high end, it's not really viable because you get kited by rangers, by good wizard, and good warlocks. For example, warlock, it's like impossible matchup. You'll never get into melee against a warlock, and he's just gonna like kite you, and you're gonna die. So we're building full caster stats, and then we want Arcane Mastery. Arcane Mastery is like the most core wizard perk, which allows us to cast Invis instantly and Magic Missile instantly. These two spells are really important so for survivability. For Invis, that's pretty obvious. And Magic Missile, 0.5 second, can decide if you can cast all of them on one guy or die. Then we got Spell Overload. As you can see, I'm running Arcane Shield. The issue with Arcane Shield is that you have only 5 spells, so you don't have enough spell charges to kill people. But with Spell Overload that came into the game, we got up to 60% more spells, and that's enough for us to kill people. So these are the perks you should take in order. And if you don't have a Spell Overload yet because you don't have gear, I would recommend go over Ice Mastery or Ice Shield. Ice Mastery is more active, efficient, and Ice Shield is a passive efficient because you don't have to do anything to make it useful. Then the spells. Spells pretty simple. We got Fireball, Magic Missile, Invis, Ignite, and Zap. So let's talk about the gear now. For the gear, I see a lot of people asking what items should I buy? Is a Oracle Robe good? But it's at the end of the day, what matters is like the stats you get. So there's like 3 most important stats I look at is like knowledge, true magical damage, and HP. I try to have at least 46 knowledge because that's where like you hit the spellcasting cap. Because when you build knowledge, it gives you cast speed. And after 46, you don't get as much cast speed as you should be because you hit the cap. So 46 is where you should be starting at. But obviously, if you cannot afford it, you don't have to hit that much. I would recommend at least 40. And to reach that knowledge, I like Leather Trousers, Occultist Boots, and Wing of Wisdom, and Rawhide Gloves. Then True Magical Damage. True Magical Damage can be built on rings, pennant, hat, and cloak. So I try to get for true damage on all of the items here, and for the pennant I go like on the choker. Most of the rolls on my items are HP, as you can see. Leather trousers with 6 max health. On the boots we have 3 max health and move speed. On the vestment HP. The gloves HP and strength. On the hat we have 1 true magical damage and strength. Cloak we have true magic, max health, and pendant max health too. Before moving on the next step, I want to talk about magic power bonus. A lot of people ask me why you don't build magic power bonus or you don't build wheel, and that's pretty simple. It's based on how magic power works on wizard spells and how hard it is to build it. So first of all, magic power is better if you have high base damage spells, and if you don't have high base damage spells, it's better to build true magic. Let's take like magic missile for example. Magic missile is like 10 base damage. So what it does is like, the math is pretty simple. You take 10 times 1 plus your magic power here, and then you add the true damage. So as you can see, the higher this number is, the higher you're gonna output damage. But the thing is, like, most of our spells are not really high damage. Like magic missile is 10, fireball is 25, zap is 20. The highest base damage spell we have is chain lightning, that is 35, and 9 strike 30, and ice ball 30. So magic power is good, it's not bad, but on the other side it's really expensive to build because you have to look for the roll to get that damage, and it's way cheaper to go for like true magic and more efficient than going for magic power. I'm not saying it's a bad stat, but at the end of the day it's too expensive to build. So I would rather you focus on knowledge first, HP, true magic, move speed, and then magic power. So obviously on the book you cannot build anything else that I've said beside magic power, magic damage bonus. So on the book that's what you build. Same for the staff, so for any weapon basically. So to go back to the first clip I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, I'm fighting like a fully Bonk Wizard. Like you can see, the only way for him to kill me is to go melee and bonk me, because he doesn't have that cast speed to face me in like a caster matchup. As soon as I hit him, he just have to run. He cannot match the cast speed because I have like 80% cast speed, he'll probably have like 40%. So even if he hit me, he's not gonna do enough damage because I just cast faster than him. So all the range matchup, he's gonna lose them. Exactly like what happened here. So here I break the door. Before breaking the door, after breaking the door I invised. I see the shield around the corner, so I jump back. I pop arcane shield, magic missile me there, and he just died. He got kited. He cannot bonk me. That's why I think Bonk Wizard is limited. So for this last PvP clip, we'll watch carefully. I'm fighting a barbarian. I heard something behind the door, so I don't want to face check and open the door. So instead I fireball it. So you see the door is broken here, and it gives me like enough distance to see what class it is before he pushes me. Right here I see it's a barbarian, so I already got the fireball charge, and he cannot really like W kill me, right? Like this, right? So here I got for one splash, another one. I pop arcane shield here, jump, magic missile, aim for his head. I have my cursor a bit top left, so my hand is right into his head, as you can see. He hit a few and he drops. He ate like only half of them and only like 2 splash, and he's dead. Also, one thing we need to look at is like I lost more than half of my HP with arcane shield, so I almost died. Basically I died into a hit. So that's why I don't like playing Bonk Wizard, because you have to go into melee and risk taking damage. As a caster, you don't have to take damage to kill someone. You can just kite him and kill him and reset and take another fight. But as a melee, especially at a wizard with like really high reset timer, we can't afford to go melee. So that's why I think you should play hybrid and not bonk. So I hope I convince you to build my build And if you got any question, you can join me on Twitch when I stream, or comment in the comment section about like anything you have to ask about this build. I would be more than happy to ask. Non, pourquoi il s'enfuit?